savagery when it's your
Savagery can't be voted on.
You can't. It's no vote on it. It's just it's just respecting them.
They voting on savagery.
No, they voting.
You can't vote on savagery.
That you just say you're a dictator. You have a dictator.
That's not a no.
You have a dictative way of speaking. Like when you're speaking to me right now, you're saying savagery.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Them people.
It's a violation.
That's like a street person. A street person should never ever be allowed to get back into the system. Some people feel because you was involved in savagery. You killed, murdered. You was not. You were not supposed to be back involved in this. But we allow you. No, you got to blame for you.
It's cause
everything
and
with
effect.
you can't be a blame, and everybody else is not.
No, cause and effect is real.
See, I'm gonna let you just think about the stuff you said. What I just said, because now you just in defense of more you going back.
No, I'm not. I'm not in defense. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the answer.
And you was allowed back. You don't need no excuse about it. It is what it is.
Homosexual could
why was I a thug? Huh? Why was I a thug?
Homosexual could come
You
back.
wanted to be a thug.
No,
what the hell you want?
I didn't want to be a thug.
Yes, you did.
I did not want to be a thug.
I was with you.
I didn't want to be a thug.
You damn lie.
That was the choice.
You even misguided me. What the hell you talking about?
That was the choice.
You misguided
no,
me.
Sir.
You did. You was older than me. You turned a lot of people out. You should not even be allowed in the system right now.
I should be.
You're not, because you damaged us.
No, sir. We were all young together.
No, we wasn't young. You was older.
It don't matter.
We
were all doing the same thing.
We wasn't doing the same thing.
We was riding bikes and playing football.
Oh my goodness, you see this?
I got pictures of it.
You see that?
We was riding bikes and playing football.
That's what we was doing. Repent and move forward.
That conflict resolution is the ability to coexist.
Yeah, repent and move forward.
Because I forgave him on his misguidance. We able to because we able to coexist.
No. You didn't
now all of a sudden he don't have this forgiveness in his heart.
No. You look back.
This is why you can look at the younger brother and learn from it.
No, sir.
So you can learn from everybody.
No,
and
sir.
That's true. This is why
that ain't had nothing to do with that.
It's two ways you can lead.
You gotta stop doing what you gotta do.
That ain't had nothing to do with that.
You can lead from the front and you can lead from the back.
Yeah.
I was following him, but I was the leader.
No, sir. We was in an environment.
He was unable to.
We was in an environment.
I didn't see my environment. I saw what was right in front of me.
But you was in the environment.
I was too young
you had
to
make
see
a
this.
choice.
This should be someone interview you.
No, sir.
I saw this.
No, you had to make a choice.
And when he went that way, I went.
No.
You see this? You see this? I went with what, you know what I'm saying? So
no, sir.
It is what it is.
No, sir.
I forgive him.
No, you don't forgive me.
You see what I'm saying?
No, you gotta look back at the darkness.
I don't blame. When somebody say what happened to you, I don't say because of her. I don't blame.
Get out of here, man.
You see what I'm saying? So look, let's go live, man.
We live. They didn't quote some of this. And we on conflict resolution part 2, man.
Yeah.
And it's good that y'all walking into a early conversation, because some of our conversations off camera be actually better than the ones that's on camera. They be very interesting. But we talking about people learning how to coexist, man, regardless of what their disagreements may be. And so that's conflict resolution. So with that being said, last week we were talking about how can we get these youngins, you know what I'm saying, to find a resolve. Because, you know, it's tough, it's rough, and like you just got through expressing, we come from that. You know what I'm saying? But we do have a time when it was innocent. You know what I'm saying? And something took place. You know what I'm saying?
What was in?
There was a time when what we was doing, we had innocence in our
We were in our intention wasn't to destroy and kill.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We had a time when that was the case. These youngins right now, they never even saw that time because they are the results of the things that we was responsible for. So
you taking away their innocence?
No.
But they still got the innocence.
No, they were innocent. But they were innocent in an environment that was already produced by 1985 after crack. So they jumped right into an epidemic that was that was born in 85. But now they come right in it. Being born at that time. So they don't even know what we saw before 85.
Yeah, and that's what's crucial.
That's the part.
Yeah.
Right. They don't know what it was before then. So they don't know about the school teacher with the paddle. We do. You know what I'm saying? They don't know about the adult neighbor that lived next door to you that was able to tell you, get on my car fire and I put my foot in your butt and take you to your mother and she gonna do the same.
So is that what made us bad?
No.
It didn't.
No. But the level of respect, you know what I'm saying, that was put out there because of those particular scenarios, they never even saw that. So they come up in a time where, man, it ain't even, them rules don't even exist, so it ain't no rules. You know what I'm saying? We came up in a time where it still was some rules. Ain't no rules now. So the youngers don't know what book to go by.
So
They don't even know what to play by.
Do you think that was it was inevitable? Like, because like we say that there were rules that we surely didn't follow. So did you think that what they have as a model was inevitable from what we put out there?
No, I think us now, our responsibility, like what we doing now, because we saw a time that they didn't see. And we can't bring them back to that time. But what we can do is introduce the ingredients of certain things that gave us the benefit of knowing what a rule is. You know what I'm saying? So because like how you just got through saying, they let us back into the system after we had about a living in a dark time. But guess what? What we saying now, man, all right, I submit. I'm going to conform. I do know it was a time that I could do that. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to give this thing a chance. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to give maybe the entrepreneur world, we're going to give maybe the working world, we're going to give it a shot. Because we tried the street thing, we see where it landed us at. You know what I'm saying? But we do know of another time. They don't know of another time.
But they still have to find a way to gravitate to acceptance. Like let me give it a try.
Yeah, they got to give it a try.
So us, them, the other them, gotta learn how to coexist.
Yeah, but
So you acting like I be trying to trick you sometimes.
No,
You gotta give it a thought and all that.
I'm gonna always give it a thought because we got people listening. So I got to make sure my answer is an answer where somebody can sit on it, think about it, and then say, you know what, I can go with that point. I see what Taiwan's saying, but I see what route Harold just took. You know what I'm saying? So we got to put that out there because there's gonna be multiple personalities listening to this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And because it's multiple personalities, somebody it might be something about my delivery they don't like, but it may be something they can relate to with you. You know what I'm saying? And
what we trying to do is say, okay, like me and you, we venture through conversations and we give options. These are options we have. Like we say, like, what you think? How you think we can get out of it? You have a vision. I have a vision. But if you don't have options, we giving the people out there, no matter what their characteristics are, we giving them options on this lane we could try. So with this one, we came up with coexisting.
right.
Before this, I thought forced compliance. And I'm still with that a little bit.
But see, these youngins can't be told. You can't force nobody. We gotta show them another way.
You ain't gonna never have change without war.
Yep.
That's a fact.
You can't have a war.
But do the war gotta be physical?
You have to
psychological.
Yeah, because we live in a certain world and a certain time where what I respect is gonna be what I listen to. So if we don't show, okay, this is what it's gonna be. We know we're not telling you to change your ways.
So we're gonna go through the hood and go whoop all these youngins' ass?
No, what we're gonna say is we're gonna draw a line. Right here on this side, we're not having it, y'all. These people over
You know what? I gotta go with what you just said too. You just made me think about something. When the NOI went into the certain communities that was cutting up,
That's what they were trying to do.
that's exactly what took place. So that just rung a bell. The NOI went into areas where it was going down, where it was going crazy, and they set up aggressive rules and lines saying, y'all ain't doing this right here.
They did it where I was at.
Exactly.
And I fought it.
Exactly.
Because I didn't feel as though they were of us.
Right.
That's why I said it have to be more than, it can't be just the NOI. It have to be,
Right.
It have to be us.
But you just made me see it when you just said force. Because when they went into the communities, it was force. You know what I'm saying? And that force met another force. And jokers, like you said, some people was trying to fight that. But they was like, man, we not leaving. We gonna be here. And what you just did right here, you ain't doing that. And knives came out, guns came out. You know what I'm saying? And things took place. So what you talking about?
Why you think because the nation, I mean, I'm not in the nation, but they do have certain ideologies that I'd be like, that's a good idea. So what they had was a good idea. Something that I'm talking about now would make me think, damn, are you mimicking them?
Right.
But at the same time, to me, it wasn't a total success because I don't think as though, like, we didn't give. We were just trying to take. Like I said, that world is never going to go nowhere. So we're going to have to allow over there, If you want to be over there, you be over there. Like I told you before, like because there's a lot of money in our community, people want to get some. So people bring in the government, incentivizing businesses, incentivizing investors. If you invest in these high crime areas, here go benefits, here go tax write-offs. But we crying about what happened in these areas. But we knew what happened in these areas from the get-go. But because we want that money, we want everything to stop. I don't think we're gonna be able to change it.
So do we share that information to the young that got the guns that's out there killing right now? Do we get that information to the young?
I mean, we don't give them the information. We just set the line. Not on this side.
I think we need them though.
I mean, we need them to be over there to wake up to come over here. But we can't say come over here. Fuck that.
No. I think we get them the offer.
I mean, once we draw the line, they're gonna have the. Let me tell you, no change come from like you gonna have a conflict. They're gonna have to go through something.
They going through it now.
To make them say, I have another option. I can go over there. See, right now they go through something. What do they have? It's nothing. We don't have a safe zone. It is what it is. So if we had a line like over there, cool. But over here, we not having it. And that's not going to be.
So you saying the youngin that crossed that line come on the other side, is he protected?
It's no question. You're going to have to be.
Okay. Because somebody on that line may feel like, man, he jumped on the other side. So
now it is now because you did it. You showed a greater read because we also are opportunists. Now you over there, you fail, and you do some cruddy shit over there. Now you run over here. It's not that type of place. It can't be that type of place. So it is going to be some. It's going to be. I mean, you have to think about that because you can't kill a man, person over here, his friend or his family. Know that them people want your ass, man. But you run over here now, so you really can't do that because now you don't jeopardize this whole little side. So it's going to have to be rules.
But that side gonna know it because they in the area. They gonna know.
You gonna know.
You gonna know that's why they coming over there.
The people that govern that area still know.
They gonna be in the know.
Yeah, they gonna know. I mean, that's a vision that I had.
So they can gate that though. They can let the young know we ain't doing that, show.
Yeah. You can't come over here for the holiday. You can. Get your
can't
affairs in order.
Right. You can't reap the benefit conveniently.
Yeah. Get your affairs in order.
Right.
And when you're ready to change your mind state, you do have some way.
Right.
See, right now we don't have that.
Right.
So I mean, that's why I say like we have to learn how to coexist right now because nothing is changing. Not right now anyway.
I think, man, I got an idea, man, and I always kept it to myself. There ain't no need to keep it to myself because I'm not in those loops. And I always said if I was to get a politician to say, hey, I got millions, man, how can you get these youngins to stop? How you get these youngins to squash all beef? You know what I'm saying? And because that's a chant of mine. That's a flag of mine. Squash all beef flag. That was my clothing line. You dig what I'm saying? How can you get it done? And I would say, you know what I'm saying, I would employ them youngins that's on the block because a lot of them youngins are motivated by money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, what they doing is survival. You know what I'm saying? So because they trying to survive, I would tell them, man, look, I need a few million every time I go to a neighborhood. Not a few million to put in my pocket, but a few million to finance their getaway.
Unfortunately, with our politics, we got bureaucracy. So you got to go through the chain. So if you give $1 million, by the time it get to us, it's nowhere near that.
But I'm just throwing a number out there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no matter what you give up.
But the number probably be far greater than $1 million.
It will probably still wants to get to us. Like I read an article on Eminem one time. He gave his old school $1 million. He thought that $1 million to help clean it up. He said by the time it got to him, it was probably like a little over $100,000 now. That makes people that I'm not giving to you.
What you mean by the time it goes? So
because
what cut it up so much?
The bureaucracy means that if I give it to them, these people got to touch it. Then these people got to touch it. Then these people got to touch it.
Are these people paid?
They are
paid
political
people?
figures. They are political figures that's paid through the chain of command of how they go. Like
but that money is allocated for them for a service, though, right? Or is it just allocated because they in a position?
Well, you can say it for a service, but like whenever you have write-off and all this, that depends on what you're writing the money off for. It's supposed to go to the school, but I'm doing a job for the school, whether it's non-profit or whatever. That's why things like, as long as you're spending it for the cause, it's not wrong. It's not personal. So like I heard a lot, I never gave no money to nothing like that. I just read stories and they say where the money don't never get to the cause. So you got people that speak like you and you got people that give.
Right. So it'll be enough in that. All that'll be thought about. Like what you just said, I have all that already doctored in, and so you doctor all that in, and then you go to the leader of the group. You know what I'm saying? You put a leader in the one-on-one, You know what I'm saying? And you ask me, look, I know y'all going through something. I know what neighborhood y'all going through it with. You know what I'm saying? I've heard all the different things y'all putting it on Instagram anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm these jokers, I'm talking about, they so loud with it that they gonna know we know, because I saw you on Instagram talking about this particular neighborhood, y'all. So what can we do to get that going? This my offer to you. My offer is, I know you're the leader of your crew. I know y'all all like money. If I could finance, if I could put you on a $60,000 salary, annual salary a year to change your life, are you willing to do that? And he say, what's that? That's $5,000 a month, y'all. I'm gonna give you $5,000 a month. But this is the criteria. The criteria is, I'm gonna ask you, do you have a high school diploma? If you say no, we gotta go get that, or you're gonna lose your check. Then I'm gonna ask you, what is it that you want to do once you get a high? Do you have anything you want to do as an entrepreneur or anything? And whatever you say you want to do, that's the trade I'm gonna put you in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, all these things, everything that you say you want to do, I'm gonna finance by giving you that $5,000 a month as long as you stay involved with that thing. The minute you start being absent, the minute you start not participating, you lose your check. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a youngin' that's gonna see that as an opportunity and say, hold on, man. So everything that I want to do right, y'all gonna finance it plus pay me. You know what I'm saying? And now that's a solution to the problem, because some of them youngins just don't think like we just got to talking about. We don't think it's another way. You know what I'm saying? And so now that youngin' find out. So what about that other crew that's beefing with me? I'm gonna make them that same offer. See, I'm gonna let them know that, look, the offer is being made on both sides. So that beef about to shut down anyway. Because both of y'all about to move on and do other shit.
People go at it like that. I mean, it's
it really ain't a lot. Just think about it. If it's 15 youngers in a crew, right? 10 times 60,000, 600,000. That's $900,000 both crews. So you at 1.8 million just with one crew that's beefing with each other. You at 1.8 million. You know what I'm saying? And when you come out at 1.8 million, you got 30 youngers now who got trades. You got 30 youngers now that's in entrepreneurial classes. You got 30 youngers now that look, their baby mother ain't on their neck because they would bring some money home, this and that, but they paying for shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they got that.
Total success.
No, B. That's my phone. Hit no.
Looking at it as not a total success, you're gonna have, say you got some of them youngers that go.
You hit
it? They get the money.
We still on?
They flip the money. You're gonna have some that flip it, you're gonna have some that accept it, you're gonna have some that learn, some that don't.
And see, all that's in the contract.
But all of this one crew you talking about, it's thousands of them.
Yeah, so we're gonna work them one at a time. And it's gonna spread, because they got cousins. So their cousins may be from, I don't know, I'm just gonna throw a name out there. I'm not throwing this out there because I want them youngers to know that I'm in their business, but I'm gonna say if I'm dealing with 37 in Simple City, something that we know that's going on in this city. Mm-hmm. So if I'm already talking to 37 in Simple City, right, and I got them on this, somebody from 37 got a cousin from Paradise. You know what I'm saying? And so now, when the cousin from Paradise, who was helping them with his so-called ops, son, what's going on? Man, these people that came around here, man, they done made us an offer, man. I got to hold fast. What kind of offer? Man, these people paying us to get off the streets. What people? Man, I mean,
how does that look? What is off the street that we offer? And we saying money, that's the government. That's the United States sooner. Any problem, throw money at it. When they made that dollar, they was able to print it.
But this money got action behind it.
I mean, it got action from on that side.
It's a protocol behind it.
As long as you are compliant to these rules.
Exactly.
That's the American system.
Right.
So when these dudes find out wiggle room, which they will, they're gonna find ways to get this money, flip it, do something. I'm gone. But
you gone.
You gonna have to do this. This is now the blueprint around the world. Get that money, get in it, get this money, flip it.
But you gone.
Oh yeah, they gone. They really don't see the long run. They not looking at
and that's fine, because guess what's gonna happen? Out of that, it's gonna be some people that do what you just said. Everybody looking for a loophole, right? Yeah. But out of that 15, right? If 5 of them come off, if 5 of them end up in a good spot, guess what? It's another month. It's how many? Out of that 30. Out of that 30.
That percentage ain't gonna let
but we ain't getting nothing right now.
But we're not gonna be
but when you started, what you're doing is now preparing for the next generation. Because now the 11-year-olds, that was watching them 17, 18-year-olds, they saying Whatchcomb was the leader of them, and he got a business name, and he owned houses. He got this, that, another name, and that young now tell him, shorty, go to the little spot, the spot, the I don't know, the Squash All Beats Foundation. You know what I'm saying? This is what they did for me. That's why I'm getting this money now. You my little cousin. You ain't gonna be 11 years old. You want to be like me? Look at what's going on. So that first group, you know, you might only get 7 from each joint. So that's 14 out of the 30. So you got less than 50%. So that other 60 BS. You know what I'm saying? But they locked up, they did this and other, and so now those youngers that's representing, they got a story to tell because they still around.
That's a little different when you look at it like that because you're looking at the long run. But you remember us? I said like, to me now, a year is no time.
Yeah.
Like a year go by in a blink. You remember we was young?
Yeah.
Man, a year was long as shit.
Yeah.
So them youngers don't see us like you saying this and that. When they flip that money and buy cars and buy weed and buy
that only
dope,
lasts but for so long.
that's what they live for the now.
But guess what? They live for the now. But the youngin that's watching it, the 11-year-old that's watching it, he get a chance to choose now. He gonna see. That youngin live for the now. But my cousin, he's still here. So all the stuff that they wanted to do for 5 minutes, my cousin's still doing it. He got the car. He got the women. He got the this, that, and the other.
Do we have that now? We got people like we have success stories like that.
No.
We grew up with them.
Right.
Some of them, they was our age and everything. They wasn't really seeing things the way we were. And they got little things going on now that we was
Of
like,
course.
damn, we ain't see it like
Of
that.
course.
So you
Of
always,
course.
it wasn't really an opportunity because the opportunities out here. It was a mind state.
But the opportunities are different now. See, like now, there's so many ways for youngers. Like when we was coming up, all these options.
We ain't have all this.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
options.
they got it now. That's why I say like
you could choose. And guess what? And the crazy part about now is the street money don't even look better than the legal money.
No.
You know what I'm saying? See, when we was coming up, the street money looked better. The people in the streets,
life now. It's
right?
not just
the people in the streets look better than the workers.
Yeah, it's not just living. It's a way of life.
Yeah, but now the street youngers, they look like bums.
It's no question.
You know what I'm saying? They begging and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They was the ones pulling up with the whips.
That's why I say
they was the ones loaning their family money and bailing them out. And you ain't got what? You know what I'm saying? So it's a different joint.
So you got.
So it was hard. It would have been hard to get us.
So how do you get a bomb? I mean, you got a person that's mentally handicapped.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got opportunities out here now, but you saying I'm gonna come with another one. The opportunity's not the problem. It's the mind state. Like I said, that person got to get there mentally before they can say, all right, I'm gonna go over there. Because even right now, like, man,
but that offer ain't even been made though.
Well, you got
like, that offer
got some shit out there. They got some shit out there.
Yeah, but it ain't been like ain't nobody walking up on
it
them
ain't
youngers.
street.
Right.
It ain't street. Like I believe that everything should come from us.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to put up some little look, like, we ain't following the rules on this one, or we ain't following the rules on that one.
Right.
But this is what we gonna start doing.
Yeah.
Now if it's coming from us, I can see it, but it also has to be it got to be a little more done with the mentality of these young, because right now all they know is break, smash, do. When you tell them learn, smash, and do, it's a difference. Just that one first step, because they're not into like all these programs out here. I said, just get it just for the certification.
But a lot of them brilliant.
Cold-blooded. They way more advanced than us.
Yeah, a lot of them very intelligent.
What do you have with a hidden talent? What does it mean?
No, we're gonna expose that. That's what the program for. The program. That's why I said the program is asking you what you want to do.
But a person can't learn until they learn how to learn. And this is something that I learned. Like, you can't learn until you learn how to learn.
Yeah, and we're gonna teach them.
You can preach what you want to me. I wasn't able to get it until I found out how to learn.
That's a fact.
So these youngins out here, I mean, it's a state. It's a state and it's dead.
The mindset, definitely. You know what I'm saying? The mindset, like you said, the mindset is key.
And what is
you know what I'm saying?
mindset?
But we got to change it.
What is your mindset, your reality?
Your mindset.
Think of my young. Think of my son when you say this. It's your mindset, your reality. That's your reality.
Yeah, that's your reality. But it's a bigger picture than what you making as your reality.
They don't see past that. Like,
and you got to help them.
Our vision is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Right.
But at that age, your mind state is set. You see how you see it. And it's like I say, sometimes to grow, you got to learn how to learn. You got to go through some type of something that brings a lot of trauma into your life. You need it's some things that help us grab the hands that's reaching out to us.
Right.
instead of seeing them as ops.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, until that side say, all right, I want to reach out, or I want to grab that. I mean, we can keep reaching. That's like if the top trying to reach down to the bottom and the bottom is trying to pull the top down. It look the same, but it's different results.
Right.
You'll see this picture with them reaching up and them reaching down, but you ain't trying to come up. You trying to reach. You trying to pull down.
Right.
So it's you have to look at those type of things until them people ready, until we ready. I mean, you got to watch what you offer, because it can be what I say the country do, symbolic. They do things symbolically instead of effectively.
But because we doing it, it's different.
It'll be different. As long as it's coming from us.
Right. If it's coming from a politician and a business mind only,
I'm gonna knock that down.
It ain't
Because
gonna work.
you got these 501c3s, people working them. They not doing what they supposed to do with it because they learning the finagling of them.
Yeah.
They working.
Yeah,
So
you got something on.
it is what it is. So it's like I said, it's gonna take a lot of effort on both sides.
Yeah.
And like I said, learning how to just deal and live with each other is the first step.
So when we get to go, so we there. Learn to live and deal with each other. Me and you already got a major issue. Me and you got a major disagreement. You know what I'm saying? What's inside that young man that he gotta come to grips with? What? Because he got to get out of this. So
Do you want to get out of it?
most of them want to get out of it. Most of them want.
I ain't talking about get out of it as the winner. I'm talking about like I don't even want to go no further.
Most of them, truth be told, put it this way. When we did have episodes, and now we looking at how it's affecting money and how it's affecting how we move, there was times in our mind, even in those dark hours, that we was like, this shit getting in the way.
No question.
This shit getting in the way.
It's getting heavy.
Right, it's getting in the way. And so I would rather go back to just my strip pumping and I'm reaping the financial benefits.
It's only when you start losing. When you can just handle that shit, get it over with, and take the glory that comes with it, man, that shit is beautiful.
But guess what? But when it's going back and forth like that, and you know you gotta move, and you gotta move a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? We had them moments of cars getting fucked up, crashed up. You know what I'm saying? Now that car gone, we gotta go buy another. But now we can't stand on the block for so long because we think somebody may come through. We had those moments that we having to move, or maybe we both went through this. My mother calling both of us to pick her up, but we can't put her in this car. And so we getting cussed out tremendously.
And then you go to your options. What options do you have? Do I go pick her up without a gun? Nah. So we went and got her without, we had the gun.
Yeah.
You grabbed the options that you got.
But in the back of your head, though, you still like, it's in a way.
It's in a way on doing this.
Yeah, it's in a way.
But as soon as I get away from this, I want it. Because mentally, we wasn't looking for a way out. We was looking for a way around.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a difference. So we was saying, all right, I can't be high. I can't be dirty right now because I'm about to put somebody in the car that I don't want around.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can't go in this area without a gun, I would justify by saying, I'm going to protect her. I'm going to make sure I got this. I'm going to make sure that nobody bring us no move because I'm going to make sure she good.
But look at the thinking that we went through, though, for that. And sometimes in that's when that thing, like, is in a way. And so if you could touch that part of it, if you could touch that real part of it, because we know that, so we could say that to a young shorty. What about the times, man, when baby mom's calling and you can't put it in the car, you can't go to the store and get that, and you can't tell her the reason why, but she cussing you out, texting you, saying all kinds of crazy shit out the mouth. Don't you want to get out of that? And he's saying that is an argument, man. I wish I didn't get out of it. 'Cause I don't want to tell her what's going on.
But what he gonna say is, instead of understanding and slowing down, he gonna say, man, fuck her.
Cause he wanna go lay down too.
He do, and he deal with that later. But when she complaining and all this and it's getting down, he's getting frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
The route with the least resistance, man. Fuck you for right now.
That's a reality. That's a reality.
I mean, until we looking for that option.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of options out here too. We say, all right, I want that one over there. I don't want this one. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna keep doing what we do.
Yeah, but right now, because so much senseless shit going on, you know, you got little girls dying, you got women, innocent people getting hit, you got all this little shit going on. You know what I'm saying? We got to get to that point where...
What's innocent?
a civilian, a
What's a
person,
civilian? Somebody not in the game?
somebody not in the game, and somebody they not hustling. They just coming from Walmart like a day like today. You know what I'm saying? They just got through washing clothes. They can't help that their finances is what it is. So they only in a spot that they can afford.
You live where you live.
Right. So they coming home. They just went to Walmart, bought their soap powder. They got their clothes with them. This and another. And as they getting out the car, the youngers get to going. They get going. You and your daughter get hit. You dig what I'm saying? It's like.
So you're saying under this system they should be protected.
They should be protected.
They should be protected.
They should be protected. And see, right now, it's happening
everywhere.
so often.
I mean, everywhere. It's no question.
It's happening so often. Like, we had more murders per year than these youngers. But we ain't had more of those accidents. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, those accidents that they having, we was averaging 400 and 500 kills. You dig what I'm saying? But them women and children, they wasn't the way this young going. If they got 150 kills in 2022, man, about 25 of those joints went to women and little babies. When you combine it,
cause and effect, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
sense to ignorance, and what we did was ignorance. So
it was.
We can't separate those two. Those are the cause and effects of it.
Yeah.
So like I said, it ain't going nowhere.
Right, I got that, but I'm saying the reason why that happened, because sometimes what was about to go down, it got a pass because that was the environment.
Let me tell you what I think the difference is. I think in our era, as crazy as it had got to lead into now, for the most part, the dudes that were really, really moving, even if it was an inkling, they had some style to them when they did what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually were trying to get away.
Yeah.
Even though it got less and less and less, but I think the dudes, for the most part, now I don't think it's really, you're not even praised for the style that you had with it.
Right. Yeah.
It's not even like, nah, man, you tripping.
Because they loud.
Yeah, you waiting a week to do that and get away with it? Man, you crazy. You can do that right there in the mall in front of everybody.
Which is crazy.
But that's what they are. They not into style with it no more.
Yeah.
If you was in the style with it takes a little more time, it takes a little more effort. And you always said last week, sometimes time is the answer for certain things.
That can squash.
Yeah, so it's like they just react now. It's more emotional.
Because when you think about the time when we was coming up in our era, man, a lot of those episodes, man, they over with. You know what I'm saying? And we see some of those people, and they know and we know that at one time, this was a little thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a story behind some people that we witness. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, our era, there was some conflict back then. You know what I'm saying? In that conflict, people had their own opinion on whose side they was on with it. You know what I'm saying? But we now at this age, we don't even wrestle with that reality. We don't even go through nothing over it. But we do know if we was to tell a story. Dang, that for real? I saw it. Dang, y'all, both of y'all saw it. I mean, that shit's so long. We ain't, that shit, that's water on the bridge now. Ain't nobody doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the time part kick in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's when that kick in, because it's just like, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It can outlive itself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing other things. You know what I'm saying? So you able to get away with that. But at this immediate space, you know what I'm saying? We got to get these youngers to stop now.
No,
you know what I'm saying? We got to get them to stop now. Nah, we can though.
I don't feel, it's like when I see people who have a problem with the country, the first thing they want to do is change it. You holler that without knowing that you got to get 2/3 of the country to vote on something for you to change it. I don't want to fight that. Like, I'd rather find another avenue through it. Because everything can't be changed. If it's so hard to change, or it's not even a reality to change, you got to find a way around it. You got to find a way to coexist. Anyway, we still need success stories. We still need to make that woman and children be a little bit more protected in these areas. We still need to do this without being able to stop the youngins, get rid of all the guns, stop the violence. We can't stop that, but we still need protection for certain people. We do need to find a way, but I don't think that it would be we're going to stop the youngins right now.
Clarence Dorsey, what part of you say that's a fact? Y'all comments mean a lot to us, so when y'all put a comment, that help us, because some of y'all got some great ideas too. So when you said that's a fact, what part you was talking about? So we know what part that we can kind of breathe on a little more. But definitely, put them comments up there, because them comments sometimes we feed off of that, because we don't want nobody to feel like we got all the answers.
Like I said, the options, they give us other options.
Yeah. We trying to spark thought in everybody, because all of us, we all are affected, and we all feel it. You know what I'm saying? We call each other up and we say, "Damn, the youngest lunching, man. You hear about such, man? This just happened over there." Like, damn, Slim. Okay, Clarence Doty says some of these shootings happen of a look. The perception of a threat has changed. All they care about is being tough. They don't respect anything. Yeah. And so you're right. But what they don't know is this, Clarence. You know what I'm saying? Being tough. You know what I'm saying? That most of the tough guys, they paid a hell of a price. You know what I'm saying? And some kind of way we gotta let them know that, man, tough ain't always aggression. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the bigger things. A lot of youngers think being tough is aggressive. It ain't always that. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of is. What else is it?
Sometimes you're thinking. It's some strategic moves intellectually.
Those crafty people.
It's some intellectual moves that you can make them off and be like, that was tough.
But that ain't tough.
That was a great chess.
That's crafty.
But that's tough. It get credit. And they get respect.
I mean, get respect.
It's respect.
It get respect because you last longer. Mm-hmm. Like that strategic person, mm-hmm. They last longer.
It's crafty.
You want to be respected because all those people finally died off. Like when we went to jail, we were saying that, damn, the Bama's got the bras, the Bama's getting the money. Mm-hmm. All these other little weak dudes that we thought was weak or whatever was doing their thing out here. Mm-hmm. So it's just like you lasted. You were crafty enough to know, I'm gonna let you fall before I do. That's not tough. It's a characteristic that we need. I think it's the number one that I think will make the biggest change in the least amount of time. But it's also, once again,
it'll give it the same moxie as that tough joint.
It's not quite. To me, it's tough. To me, it's tough.
A youngin', but so like Clarence
said,
to the
streets is not.
But no, a street dude respected though, because we had. So let's use the episode that everybody has seen on YouTube and all that. They know at one time Orleans and Trinidad was going through something. You know what I'm saying? That was Rayford, and that was what went on with Brandon, the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? And another guy stepped in the middle of it that the city respected. You know what I'm saying? Which was Michael Frey. You know what I'm saying? He stepped in between it because both groups respected him. He was strategic enough to know that money was getting twisted with that. And so when he right. So that strategy for all the tough guys that was still really trying to get it off, they respected the fact that he came up with a way for them to move on, go back to get money. You know what I'm saying? Blood was already shed. You know what I'm saying? We know people died. We know people got hit and all that. You know what I'm saying? But that move was seen as a tough move.
It was. So I don't know about that one. I mean, it was the best move in it,
and it was respected.
But it couldn't be respected if Slim had the demise that he had. When you respect something, like we respect all them dudes.
Well, the demise that he had was that they didn't.
I mean, they had to do with that per se, but it, like when you saying the outside respected it. Mm-hmm. I think it happened because a certain amount of casualties happen. Like you said, when shit gets so tight and you get trauma on both ends, you run out.
Right.
So I think it could have been whoever came forward, but it just happened to be him, and he did have a level of respect that really like tilt the playing field. But
right.
I say respect because dudes like him and other dudes that I know and heard of or whatever, I'm like, man, how did this type of demise fall on them when they were respected to that extent?
Right.
So you're gonna look at respect because you don't do that to the people you respect, because that's really how we got here.
It was some fear too, though.
That's what we respect.
Yeah, it was some fear.
And because when you so crafty and somebody violates sometimes, you so crafty and so smart, you say, I can disregard that and I'm still gonna rise.
Right.
But to the outside ignorant world, they saying he let that go. Mm-hmm. Now you like I don't see it as tough to the ignorant. I see it as tough to the crafty. I can see it and be like, damn, I like those moves.
Dorsey, you hear that, Dorsey?
So it's like it's a real. I mean, you know, our history in the city is kind of. I mean, we had a time where I don't think no respect was happening. I couldn't pinpoint it anywhere else. Who you respected when we was young?
When we was young, you know, it was the street dude. You know what I'm saying? We was young.
Who?
It was the street. It was the.
We had dudes that was older.
It was.
I don't remember respecting
It was a certain amount of. It was a certain amount of respect for the way certain guys move. You know what I'm saying? Now.
Until they moved against what you.
Yeah. Some of them disappointed. Some of them did do some disappointing things.
And I know exactly who you talking about.
Right.
But I mean, that comes with characteristics.
Yeah.
Like he a man, but I mean.
Yeah. So you know, so it did. There was some jokers out there that you know that you like. I could see that. You know what I'm saying, and so you may even want to mirror it. You know what I'm saying, and then you know.
What is respect? What is respect? Idolation.
I think I think the characteristic of respect. I think it come with I think it come with multiple things. Like respect got so many. It got so many phases in it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like if a person see you solid and you stay that way in all areas, like you don't allow nobody to change what you are. You know what I'm saying? People can respect that. So if your opinion can't keep on swaying. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't keep on. I just told you that I like this, but then you get around another person and then you flop on what you just said you like or what you're involved in. You know what I'm saying? People respect just a strong opinion, regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? People respect it, even if they disagree with you and they ain't gonna never mess with you. At the end of the day, I respect his stance though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but fuck him because he ain't a yes man.
That's cool.
And that's what they gonna say, man. You fuck with that nigga?
Guess what? And respect come with that. You know, respect do come with some enemies.
There's no question.
It come with enemies.
So that's why I say, like, it's,
you know what I'm saying?
It's big.
But I'd rather be on that side. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm okay. I'm okay with being respected and having somebody that's saying fuck me.
But when we relating to the youngins, are we telling them, like, don't be a yes man? Because most people out here in the world catering to somebody. Mm-hmm. Whether you in the hood or whatever, if he get money, it's a lot of people catering to him. Mm-hmm. If he put in,
but a lot of dudes getting money and some people don't even respect him. We saw a lot. It was a lot of dudes that we did not respect that was getting money, and they needed to put somebody beside them that people did respect.
I can't let you put respect on them dudes because I ain't respecting them.
No. We didn't respect them. That's why I said they was getting money and we didn't respect them.
No, I'm talking about the dudes that
they put beside. Right, okay.
Like the dudes that was getting the money, I seen them. They were more. I want to get more closer to them. The other dudes they put beside me, I didn't respect them.
Right.
Nor did I actually fear them.
Right.
So I mean, it was like whenever they started.
But you knew it was we both knew it was strategic.
And we said because we knew we were saying, fuck him, I'm gonna get you anyway. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it was like you do all this, and it's like you're not doing it for respect. You're doing it for a certain reason. But that's why I say we need to look and revision respect. Because if I feel as if you respect somebody, when they're around, you're gonna talk good about them. When they leave, you still talk good about them.
But respect do got opposition. They got enemies.
Let me see. Respect.
They got enemies.
Yeah.
They got enemies. It ain't perfect. The response to respect ain't perfect. It ain't perfect. Because it's some people that's just it's some people, man, it's some people that's gonna cross boundaries, man.
I need a third party for that one.
It's some people that's gonna cross boundaries, man.
You said respect is not perfect.
Yeah, it ain't perfect.
I mean, out of my
question for you too. Would you prefer to be respected or feared? Okay.
The number one question we've been having for years.
Yeah.
I used to say
I prefer respect. I want respect. Because fear makes somebody hurt you.
Yep. But see, here you go with now it's gonna come with the imperfections. Now at your age, you are content with that reality. Yeah. You are content with that. But if you're out in that street and it comes with opposition, I'd rather be feared. You could I can move
around the streets with respect. I'm cool with that.
No,
I don't have to be feared.
See, it is no respect in that world. But like in the jungle, What's respected in the jungle? Will be the king
The
of
lion.
the jungle, the lion.
The lion.
Not because he got a big beard or nothing like that. They
Not
fear
because
him.
he's territorial.
Because they fear him. So this is the wild. So when we out in the wild and we living like that, you can be respected all you want. You're respected until I'm ready to disrespect you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I fear you, I'm gonna move it a little different.
But guess what happened with the lion when he feel like you crossing the line? Because there's people that's trying the line. The lion show why he's respected.
There you go.
Yeah, he he don't have to be feared.
So he's hanging
He
his head.
he got to be consistent on.
He's hanging his
if
head
you
on
get out of
putting in
line,
that work.
yeah, I'm principle heavy.
So I'm gonna ask you again.
Mm-hmm.
What one you want?
I want respect.
But you gonna keep running to the fear every time you need to? It's not a convenient tool for you. It's gonna be one or the other.
I'm gonna take respect.
Then you can't go back to the fear. You gotta use that. You can't.
No, respect got rules.
Yeah.
Respect got rules.
On who?
Respect got rules. You can get out of line with a dude that's respectful and he got checked.
No, you can. But because I don't fear you, that means that certain things will come your way before it come my way.
And that's why the respected dude, he give you that olive branch. He give it to you in a way letting you know, hey, that was a violation, Slim. And when you don't respect it, he already put it out there. But guess what? In your head, you know you don't have enough time to do that with him.
So I'm gonna get him out of the way. I'm gonna make sure I don't have enough time to get it.
But guess what? But he know you thinking like that too. That's
So
why
he's gonna have to put his work in. He's gonna have to go back to his fear factor.
It ain't even fear factor.
Because
it's a consequence that comes with having respect. I only put that with fear factor.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Some dudes put the mean mug on for the fear factor. Some people do a demonstration around a lot of people for the fear factor. But some people just move consistently, solid, and say, man, look, man, these my rules. And that's just what it is.
Yeah, like some people are sniper.
And guess what? I ain't never feared you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody I ever heard had fear that I didn't know of.
Yeah.
If you out there, you crushing shit. Don't nobody know. You walk down the street, we see you. Oh, that's just bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody know. So
That's the
until
best way to be.
that's the best way to be. You get away with it, but
Yeah.
you don't have that fear factor. You can't come around here and make no
But
moves.
it'd be a few
You
people that
can't
know.
do it.
It'd be a few people that know that whisper in the ear and say, hey, you know, Slim, this, that, and the third.
I mean,
And some people know that kind of move, that kind of movement.
see what you saying. It's a big gap from what you're saying because I can get what you're saying now.
Mm-hmm.
But you are so far removed from that world.
Mm-hmm.
So when you saying it's like you can be respected. And remember, I came from an environment where both of those aspects were big, bigger than out here.
Right.
So it's you can be respected.
So in that environment,
you respect
what survived the most? What survived the most? The respect or the fear factor?
The dude told you a story about a dude who was respected. But still you got somebody saying, man, what the fuck? Why is he respected? And you always have to show a person why you respect it.
Dorsey put, the difference is an alpha male have some of both. Beta males make a choice.
What?
He's saying the difference is an alpha male got some of both, some of the respect and the fear factor in him. Like you just said, the line. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you respect it.
So
he's saying a person that's respected is feared. Now I know a person that's feared can also be respected.
right.
Is he saying that a person that's respected is also feared?
He said they got a little. No, he said they got a little bit of both though.
If you are respected, no, it don't come with fear.
So let me ask
But
you
if
this:
you fear, it come with respect. Fear come with respect.
in that jungle behind them four walls, what attitude was survival?
I mean, all attitude is bad.
Okay.
But you're going to have those times where you have to go and do what you got to do.
What time you got to be?
I know it's almost 1:30.
Almost 1:30.
25.
So yeah, we going past our little
It's
norm.
cool, but it's a decision and a difference that I believe is just conversationally. I don't think that it should be. I mean, your courage is gonna bring about evil emotion. Your courage is gonna bring it about. It ain't something that you can portray or go look for. Like your courage is gonna bring out whether you're gonna be respected or feared, or whether you're gonna be feared and respected. It's gonna. I think your character gonna play that out.
Right.
So, but when you spoke about the craftiness of us, I think that's number one. I think when we get some craftiness to us, and this ain't shooting at you, and stop playing the blame game, I think we won't make a lot of more advances and have a lot of more opportunities. Because when we say, all right, this is what it is, this is how it is, and I'm going to make my move from here, you start thinking different than saying, I'm here because of this, I'm here because of that. So I think that we have to become crafty in our way out of this, because we are here. Them youngins ain't going nowhere. Jail ain't going nowhere. Guns ain't going nowhere. Drugs are getting more sophisticated. It's going to be real easy to get high, real cheap. It's going to happen. These are our realities. So now, being crafty come with, I think, like, being a boss. When you open up a company, like, you can't be a wow anything. Your business gonna fail. So what we gonna do? I think we should look at this as a business. Like, all right, how do we want to grow this? Our neighborhoods, all that. That's us. You control where you vote. Where your vote is the majority in this country. You control that. That's where we at. So we need to become bosses and start to find out. All right, what other options do I have? What I got?
So we got to offer these youngers as the leaders in the neighborhood. We got to let them know, look, you're a boss. You know what I'm saying? You're responsible. You got to make some boss moves.
But that's you there.
Right.
That's you there.
Yeah. Because
don't bring that over here.
Yeah, so the youngins, if you catch this, man, this was conflict resolution, man. Put this in front of some youngins. Put this in front of some youngins that you know going through something. You know what I'm saying? See if they can pull something from it. You know, we coming up with different ideas, different perspectives. You know what I'm saying?
So is there any limitations on our discussions?
There ain't no limitations on this.
But we know social media is kind of finicky.
Yeah, ain't what you mean?
To this other site called Rumble. You can do whatever you want over there.
But can we be here and be crafty enough?
Dorsey
Yeah.
Because I want to touch on everything.
Yeah.
Dorsey, you going to get on this panel, Dorsey? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna hit you on the DM. I want you on this panel. I want you on the jump. You said you wanted to get on. We've been trying to give it a few weeks before we put more guests on here, but you definitely coming on, Dorsey. Dorsey put what age group do we target moving forward?
We don't target now.
Yeah, we don't target that age. We can't target no particular age group, Dorsey, because they busting them Jones down at 13
and 35
and 35. You know what I'm saying? So it's the mindset that got to be touched with all of them. You know what I'm saying? The 35-year-old may got more going on, so you making soften him up with maybe his children. You know what I'm saying? Or a relationship that he in. A 13-year-old is just completely misguided and shit. Just you got to grab him. You know what I'm saying? Put him under your wing. You know what I'm saying?
So can we become forceful in our neighborhoods like was tried back in the day? Can we be like the Black Panthers? Can we do that?
You see, I don't want to do the forceful joint because we can. That's not an option we can't take. But I just want to see that option of financing them youngers. You know what I'm saying? We use a lot of money for a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We know them youngers got gifts. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't getting a chance to use them gifts. Them youngers talented.
But we going back through the government again. We telling the government to solve our problem.
No, we ain't telling them to solve our problem. The government are the ones who complain and think they got an answer. They turn it to the wrong people. That's all I'm saying. The government turned to the wrong people for the answer. The government turned to the police. You know what I'm saying?
They go through the political people.
Right, they go into laws and rules, and youngers ain't even listening to them rules.
No. The funding is going through laws and political affiliations and stuff like that. The youngers are just the problem. It got to be somebody, got to be a buffer there. Like the youngers not getting that money.
That's my point. That's why I said get them the money.
What Bible say we had here for businesses? 15 billion. 15 billion.
Yeah,
and it's for inner city people who are investing and living in the District of Columbia. Yeah. And we ain't getting 1 billion.
Yeah.
See, that's why I say we have to be awakened politically, man. Because
I agree with that.
Not only is that money here, but the money is not here for the residents, for people who are investing in our community. That's why we got these big buildings and shit coming down. Because now these investors are saying, damn, what?
But them people don't even live here.
There's no
reaping
question.
that benefit.
But yeah, because the Small Business Association is not designed to really help us. You don't have a certain credit score. You don't handle your way a certain way. Yeah, you came from there. We know what's messed up there, but you can't get it. So politically, we need to show, throw some pressure on the SBA people. Well, people need this. But then you're going to have a flip side to say people going to get it and do the wrong things with it.
That's always the case, though.
So we are willing to, because they do it too.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, we need to make it so easier for the average person in the street who's saying, fuck it, I'm tired of this way. Let me try this. We need to make it easy for them people to get funded. Mm-hmm. So we got to get politically and make some pressure on it. Like we were talking about, and I don't want to bring this up, we were talking about homosexualities and the powers that they got. Like I say, they got a voice now because they got political about it. Mm-hmm. And they do have a loud voice. But they got political. So us in the streets, street people, what street people do we have? No, they got political voices now.
Right.
So we have to, if we want to make the noise that they make, we got to get political.
Mm. That's a good point. That's a good point. Again, okay, Dulcie put okay, wow. Yes, sir. Yeah, so again, man, we coming close to our time. We pass our time. We normally try to go no more than 45 minutes because we already know how the brain is. The brain really right now, because it's the brain ain't patient no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we know we lose y'all really after 20 minutes. But if we keep it, right. But if we keep y'all excited, and we ain't gonna get to the point where we're gonna have girls come across the table, you know what I'm saying, or a quick fight. Or a quick fight that happens so y'all can zoom in. We can't do that. We're gonna try to keep an intelligent conversation.
I don't like him.
Yeah, Charleston White, he popping, but
if Charleston White came right here, the ratings will go boom.
Yeah, but he definitely gonna say something crazy.
I mean, he gonna say something crazy, but he gonna. Listen, let me say this.
Because I'm a disagree
Charleston White is a wild nigga.
He worse than gangster rap.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is his reality. He's saying, I heard about Ice Cube, but I found out later Ice Cube was a gifted guy, Tupac. Dude, everybody who he thought was gangster was actually these other type of guys. Yeah. But they were respected. They were respected. So in his reality, in his stance, I'd be like, damn, no good question. But it just shows you how warped that world we live in, it's warped. It's
bizarre
warped.
World.
Yeah. So that's why you have Ja Barrett. I'm gonna be a gangster later. Like you can't be a gangster later. You live through a certain age and stop the bullshit. If you live through it, you don't live through this. Then later, I'm gonna be the gangster now. So you don't do that. So that's why we having this disconnect with the people. That's why with me, I like to talk about the sports figures, Michael Jordan and LeBron, because those two personas got generations behind them, die-hard generations. And those two, they can't agree because you like Mike, I mean, F LeBron. The youngest like LeBron, man, I didn't see that shit you talking about Mike did. I looked at the tapes. They just can't respect it. But both of them dudes was like that. So I mean, it's a failure to coexist.
What about the people that like them both, but because you say MJ the GOAT, you automatically a LeBron hater? Because I sit in that seat. You know
Real, have you ever been the one that just couldn't get Shawty his props? Because
I give him his props.
Because you will not come. You got to understand what your man got. Your man Michael Jordan got the GOAT. I'm coming in the world, I want to be like that. So when somebody do it as good as a Kobe or LeBron, you gotta compare. And it's hard to compare and give LeBron or Kobe their due without saying Mike ain't always like that. I'm a Mike man, but I'm in that generation. Yeah, but I love Kobe. I'm in all about LeBron. But I mean, Mike was the
that dude.
So I mean those generations and that bridge that we said we were trying to build, you got to start at something simple like that. Get that generation their props. Get this generation their props and try to coexist.
Yeah. But that's a good one.
It's about time to roll.
Yeah, man. So the next one, man. Conflict resolution. There was 2 parts to it, man. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, y'all get something out of it, man.
So we're going to go on something a little more heated next week or a little more casual?
No, we could probably heat the joint up. Get thrown off Facebook for me.
Real try. We'll see what we doing. Peace, man.
Yes, sir. Man code.
No, the kids just don't say like rape, kill, or shoot. You good?
You say what?
Don't say kill, or rape, or shoot, or bomb. Or
Can you
shit
say
like
gay?
Shit, I wasn't saying none of that when I got kicked out.
You probably saying COVID.
I did. I said COVID when I said
You'll go out there though, man.
Yeah. you say COVID, they get you vaccine.
You said I'd jump out there.
Well, let's say some stuff in time. That's it. Like when you go, like if it's opposed to NOI, you got.
I don't care about opposing NOI. I know people gonna oppose NOI. I'm used to that.
No, but you'll get.
I don't